Welcome to the O Scene. I'm Jacqueline Twegg. In Orange County, there's always something to do. Look to your own neighborhood or a surrounding city. Time to check out the people, places, and events taking place on the O Scene. Westminster Library celebrating the Lunar New Year in grand style, complete with lion dancers. And at Westminster High School, it's Restore the Roar Lion Challenge. We'll tell you why hundreds of high school students were waking up early on a Saturday morning. Stay tuned for other recent happenings in Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach, Stanton, and Westminster. People from the community gathering to welcome in the new year and wish one another well on this holiday. Lunar New Year happening inside the Westminster Library, celebrating Year of the Pig during their 5th annual Tet Festival.
From Bolsa Grande, we have from their Vietnamese club. We have from WMIL, the dual language immersion program. We have the kids from their Vietnamese club. We have our seniors that come every year. We're really appreciative. And then we have the Lion Dance, which this is a new group we had this year, but they did a wonderful job.
Mayor Trita and City Council members on hand to help kick off the celebration.
This is a really good tradition that we have every year. So really want to thank the parent, the student, and the teacher of the school district for providing great opportunity for the student and the young people to understand the tradition, continue to carry on that tradition, and we celebrate New Year together.
I'm so proud, and it's almost very emotional to see that, because this is the future of our city, the future of our country right here. And so we always want to take the opportunity to make sure we're here to support our staff, our teachers, our parents for doing such a good job.
This is Council Member Charlie Nguyen's first year experiencing this event here at the library.
It's a very meaningful event for the Vietnamese people because they celebrate the New Year, the Lunar New Year, which is a system, the way that we always celebrate during the year, the first of the year. So I am very honored to join them at this exciting moment.
And students from the Vietnamese Youth Talent Group are excited to perform in front of the younger students from DeMille Elementary School.
It looked like they were really interested in it, and it's amazing to see that they're also learning about the Vietnamese culture.
Some things to know about the Vietnamese culture when it comes to this holiday.
Usually for Tet, we would bring out red envelopes with money inside, and then we'll go to our family members to wish them a happy new year, and then we would eat dried fruit, and then we'll have like bánh chưng and bánh tét.
The younger students from DeMille are well versed in the Vietnamese traditions. This is the first public school in California to offer a Vietnamese dual language immersion program.
Today you saw them sing songs, but they also do dances, and they're doing a fashion show, and they do some other things. And then the next session of Culture Club, we might do more of the arts and more, maybe some drama and things like that.
Culture Club is offered as an after-school activity at the school to invest children even more into their rich Vietnamese heritage. At this Lunar New Year event, the entire club participated and showcased their talent. For more information on programs, events, and activities at Westminster Library, visit their website. The Kiwanis Club in Huntington Beach holds their weekly meeting at the Meadowlark Golf Club. This time around, they had extra special guest speakers, one who is well known to the local community. Huntington Beach Kiwanis Club meets weekly on Tuesday afternoons. The organization has been serving and giving back to the local community for nearly 60 years. Originally designed to help kids.
And it's fun. We have little things that are our traditions that we do, but part of it is figuring out our mission and how we're going to accomplish it. Part of it is friendship and enjoying each other's company and networking the different businesses through the community to use each other as resources to accomplish a bigger goal.
And a highlight of their meeting is welcoming a guest speaker, or two in this case.
Yeah, we're super excited to be in Huntington Beach.
KTLA's Lynette Romero and her husband David Angelo are franchisees for Jim Boy's Tacos here in town, off 5th and PCH.
Huntington Beach embraced us in such a way. It's like they wrapped their arms around us. They made us feel so welcome. For our grand opening, they were so excited for us. Police officers and city council people and other businesses along 5th and PCH. 5th and PCH as an organization, we felt immediately like we've been here a lifetime. Like they embraced us.
And with this warm welcome,
when you feel like you belong somewhere, it's a two-way street. So that's why we want to be here and say, hey, who do we need to know? How can we help you? That's how the relationship began, so it's pretty solid.
On any given day, you might find Lynette helping out and serving up their famous fresh signature tacos.
It's super exciting, fun. She's such a great ambassador for Jim Boy's. When she walks into a store, customers really get excited. And it's fun just to share work. We've had separate careers for a long time, and she still has her own career, but it's exciting for me to have her support, literally her support in the store.
Having support from the city is another big boost for a new business when it launches, especially one that is looking to give back.
Today they talked about giving 20% to charities who are in need of help, and they are so generous. They want to be able to do that. They want to help as many organizations as they can, and that's all part of the fabric of our community that makes our community such a special place where we care for one another and help one another.
Kiwanis Club member and City Council member Patrick Brendan adds it also helps revitalize the area off 5th and PCH.
Those great positive changes. It's bringing in a new clientele, the kind of clientele that really is good for business and good for the community. It's attractive to families and people that spend money. And so, we're so grateful from a city perspective for the sales tax revenue that they generate that helps us, and also for the jobs that they bring to our community.
Networking and coming up with partnerships to make the community a better place is an important part of what they do.
Almost everybody in the community has some passion, has a passion for something, whether it's kids or the elderly or the military or homeless. My encouragement to the community is to find whatever your passion is and connect to some group in town. We have a tremendous body of philanthropic groups. Just find what you're passionate about and go and spend some time with those people. It'll really enrich your life.
Every year, through various fundraising events, the club raises nearly $100,000 that goes directly back into the hands of the community. If you want to learn more about the Kiwanis Club or how to get involved, you can visit their website. Now to Westminster High School. Student athletes and members of the community all turning out to support the school, stay in shape, and challenge themselves with this annual fundraising event. Restore the Roar Lion Challenge at Westminster High School. Hundreds of student athletes and some adults testing out their agility skills in this obstacle course.
They come into the stadium, they do what we call stadiums. They run up the steps, down the steps, up and down. When they come out, they do some box jumps onto a concrete bench. Then they go out into Buckingham Park and they do an army crawl underneath a net. They go over and they climb over some of our high jump pits.
Then a suitcase walk onto sleds, dragging weights while running. Climbing walls is part of this. More strength exercises. They flip tires, then to the stadium and to the obstacle course inflatable for the finale.
I learned that I can actually get through more than what I thought I could do. Like I could push myself higher and create an expectation for myself.
Pushing themselves to the limit in efforts to see how far they can go and also do good. Raising money. The hope?
That we could raise enough money that if you're an athlete at Westminster High School that you don't ever have to pay any fees or anything when you come to school. So a lot of times there's a cost associated with athletics. For our students, I wanted them to be able to come here and not have to worry about paying for uniforms, paying for soccer balls, paying for weight room, all of those kinds of things that are associated with those costs. So it's really a great opportunity to open up access for our students.
Ethan is a senior and a football player who is helping out today.
It's the school spirit. Everyone's working together. All sports are interacting with each other. It's like a competition of everyone, from sports to sports. And everyone's just trying to be the best that they can be and try to finish first. But at the end of the day, it's just a school of family.
The girls' soccer team is here to do some team bonding.
We're just here to support our school, show our athletic director that we could do this, everybody could join us, and even the community could come out and we all could bond. Like my teammates and I, we decided to come out here as a family to work through all the challenges here.
And in the end, with the support of her teammates, looking back,
I feel awesome. I feel like a stronger person. I never thought I would get through this, but I finished strong towards the end, going through the trampoline and everything. It was good.
I learned that I can jump over pretty high walls. I didn't think that I could do it. I saw it, I got scared, I backed out, I was like, no way, but they're like, come on, you can do it. And I was proud of myself, I didn't give up.
Isaiah Lee is taking this challenge on with his basketball teammates, doing this early on a Saturday and celebrating his birthday.
It feels special. Feels good for them to want us to be a part of it and to bring the community into it as well. I know that they have some people that don't go here. I seen a couple parents, a couple adults, a couple grandmas, moms and dads come over here. It was pretty fun. Really cool to talk to them and socialize with them as well while we was going through the track.
Sarah Gonzalez is an alumni and her husband Steve Gonzalez is the soccer coach.
We are really involved in our community. We go to all the community events. My mom works for the city. We're highly involved in PTA at one of the elementary schools, Sequoia Academy. So we just try to get everyone involved and get out and support their community as much as we can.
There you go, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. To the community out there is come and join this, because you get around 300 or 400 high school kids and their energy, and it's just, I mean, you can't help but walk away from it with a smile on your face and kind of going, well, that was tiring and a tough workout, and I'm probably going to be sore tomorrow. But you know what? It was so much fun seeing all those kids and how they react, and you're going to be right in there doing it with them.
Westminster High School plans to run this as an annual event in November each year. For more information on the next fundraiser or helping the Booster Club, just visit their website. Now, if you're looking for a park to get in shape, look no farther than Huntington Beach Central Park. You can run, walk, and do so much more. Did you know Huntington Beach Central Park is the largest city-owned park in Orange County? It spans more than 350 acres.
So we actually have it divided by Central Park East and Central Park West. And then in those different areas, there's little hip pockets of different things like lakes and an urban forest and equestrian center. So there's a lot of different amenities here in Central Park. So right now we're in Central Park East, and we're actually right next to the library and the Secret Garden.
More on the secrets of the Secret Garden in a moment, but first, more about the festivities held here.
Central Park East is actually the home to many events throughout the year that draws in people from all over the country, sometimes all over the world. Tell me about that and how that's a pretty big deal for our city.
We offer events such as Cherry Blossom Festival, Civil War reenactment, summer concert series, Polynesian Festival, and tons of sporting events all throughout the year.
And in between the large gatherings, people can enjoy the dog park, walk the path with their dogs, with their children, friends, or on their own. Then they can also discover some gems along the way that volunteers have worked so hard to bring to life, like the secret garden. Steve Engel explains what you'll see.
You're going to find lizards, you're going to find bees, you're going to find butterflies, you might find some squirrels. That's the wildlife. And you're going to find some beautiful plants with some beautiful flowers and some large mature trees with beautiful leaves, and you're going to find maybe some new growth. So it's always changing. Come every day and you're going to see something new here.
One of the spectacular flowers the garden is known for
is the Pride of Madeira, which is a plant that grows during the spring, has a beautiful blue flower that attracts hummingbirds and photographers from all over the state of California and the world to come.
They also have great story time areas with large trees to sit under and keep cool in the summer. This is a year-round labor of love.
So we've had a core group of probably 5 to 10 people, but along with those people, we've had church groups and from all over the city that have come, and really a lot of young men and young women who provided the muscle to move boulders and dig up old dead plants and plant new plants. So it's kind of an evolving thing, but like I say, we do have a wonderful team of volunteers that have really done a great job.
And it's in part thanks to volunteers that photographer and bird watcher Jim Kendall is here today capturing nature in action.
I am a fairly regular visitor of the park as a whole, and I always make sure I walk through the secret garden. I am trying to combine my hobbies of bird watching and photography, what I call photo birding. And this is just one of the places that I enjoy the plant life, and I enjoy the wildlife, the butterflies and the birds, and makes for some very photogenic shots.
And soon there will be more to explore. Nasha Sedona shares with us the plan.
Well, right now our major project is, we kind of call it the Shipley to Shore Trail, but it actually starts from the dog park and it goes up in the raptor foraging area down to the urban forest and then along Ellis Avenue. And our hopes is to one day connect that to the ocean so that people can walk from the Central Park through the city and then down to the beach.
Nasha adds, this is being funded by a grant from the state and the city is matching the grant. Also, volunteers will be helping to do plantings along the trail. If you want to help beautify the park, you can call the City of Huntington Beach's Community Services Department. Another park amenity that's been a fixture for many years is a special spot where people can meet up for breakfast and lunch. Park Bench Cafe is celebrating its 30th year of being in the park, part of the community, and catering to locals and visitors, as well as four-legged family members.
Seeing the original people coming back with their children and their dogs and their new dogs. We get to see, second and third generation of people getting their next dog, and definitely a clientele that's been coming here for 30 years.
Kathy Cardinal is one of those people who have been coming here for nearly that long, 28 years, with different dogs along the way.
You actually always have to think about, where can you bring your dogs so you can enjoy time together, with friends and also with your animals. So this is a perfect place. So yeah, and then you can take a walk, with your dog and get them some exercise after we all overeat. So he's a foodie. So as long as you have food, he is all ears.
And they have a doggy-friendly menu, making Rusty a happy boy. Mike Bartusik explains how this came about.
People were actually ordering items back then for their dogs, and I think we were trying to make sure we were kind of controlling it a little bit, but also we expanded on it. So my wife actually went home back then, created this beautiful original paper dog menu that we had way back when, and we initiated it probably I think we probably didn't bring that out officially till, the early 90s.
Ever since, it's been a big hit with both dog and dog owners. Carl and Lauren Stouffer have their 9-month-old standard poodle Tucker with them, enjoying a hot dog.
Park bench also has great food, and so that's nice too. It's really nice to enjoy both for both people and puppies.
Greg Shoup would walk the park for years, but only recently discovered the cafe with his daughter and his 12-year-old yellow lab, Kaylee.
My daughter and I, Megan, stopped for breakfast here and for snacks for my dog. We thought it was awesome, so we talked my wife into coming, and so she came. And now we think this is going to be a regular outing for us.
It's good to be walking with her. She gets exercise because she's not young anymore, and she loves chasing the ducks over in the pond, and it's just been fun for all of us.
Including their college-age daughter, who is making memories here.
It's really great because weekends are really family time, and it's nice to spend time with my dog because she is older, so every day counts, and it's great to just be out here with her, and she gets to eat with us and have great dog food, hot dogs and peanut butter bones, and so it's really nice.
Mike realizes they've created a nice environment that makes people want to come back, and that goes hand in hand with good food and good service.
And then anything for the puppy?
Yeah, we'll have some of the chicken breast, please.
The chicken breast, the bow wow wow?
Bow wow wow.
All right, thanks guys, and I'll be right back with those drinks, okay? Thank you.
Being able to walk around and get enjoyment out of people telling me how much they enjoy coming in, and over the years of how they've really enjoyed us being here. It's a rarity. I don't think that always happens, where people will really thank you for being open.
Something in the works this spring and summer, they plan on doing about 5 dog adoptions, partnering with local pet shelters. You can go to their Facebook page and to their website's calendar for more information. That's all for now, but we hope you'll be inspired to go out and explore all of the experiences awaiting you. Until next time, I'm Jacqueline Twegg for the O Scene.